everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk more about the packages we bought. If you want to watch the full vlog, it's linked at the end of this video. So for this particular package, what we did is we went on to Klook and we started surveying all the different packages because there are plenty. There are so many packages that offer the same kind of attractions with actually different tour operators. So we wanted something more exclusive, so we got a smaller van. So they call it private, but actually we had another group of people with us, but it's up to like 6 people, so it's very exclusive. Very small group, and that was what we wanted. There are bigger groups where you go in a big tour bus with everyone inside and everything, but we didn't want that. We wanted something more exclusive. We got a private-ish transport. With that actually comes all the attraction prices as well. Everything is all inclusive as well as one meal, so lunch. So if you search up Nami Island on Klook, you will get like the Nami Island package, okay? And it's very deceptive in the way that they market these packages because they say Nami Island package. So for people like us who have not actually been to Nami Island before, we don't know that Alpaca World and the rail bikes are not actually on the island itself. They don't actually explicitly say that these two attractions are not in. They just bundle everything together. So it depends on what you wish to explore. So for us, when we saw all these things, we thought, oh, everything is on Nami Island. So first thing I expected was to board a ferry because they always board Nami Island in the morning. We were surprised when we didn't. So okay, I'll just recap my whole experience for you. To summarize the thought, I'll give you the 3 pros and 3 cons I feel about this package. Firstly, we were actually really early. We were half an hour beforehand, but they said you have to be 10 minutes early. Never mind, we are Asian, right? We are always early. It's fine. So we grabbed a quick breakfast from nearby, and then at that particular pickup point, there were so many other tour groups and tour operators there. We approached every single one of them to check their name list, to check whether we are on the list or anything, and we were not on the list. As time went on and it got closer and closer to 7 a.m, we actually got more and more worried. When it came to 7 a.m, the tour guide was not there. He was nowhere to be found. And we tried calling him a few times. We tried messaging him, but there was no reply. So we got more and more frantic. And finally, when he answered, he said that he was on the way about 10 to 15 minutes late. It's not egregious, but one, it was 1 degree. It was cold. We were waiting outside where the pickup point was, and after that, we got picked up. We got sent to the other group's hotel where they picked them up and started our journey. So we drove around 1.5 hours. It was just winding roads everywhere. All I was looking was at the map because everything in the package wasn't actually very well explained. The tour guide also didn't really explain anything. So he jumbled up the order. He said Alpaca World first, and then we will go on the rail bikes, then to Nami Island. I was like, isn't everything on the island? But no, I didn't ask him. We just went. So we went to Alpaca World first, and we soon realized that, hey, we're not take a ferry. You're probably not on Nami Island yet. We're just a bit confused. Then after that, went on the rail bikes and everything, and then we finally made it to Nami Island at around 5 p.m, where the sun was already setting. I mean, sunset is beautiful over there, but we only had an hour when this is called the Nami Island package. Okay, we only had 1 hour, and I was basically speed running the whole of Nami Island. So that was our whole experience. Honest thoughts after that, Alpaca World and the rail bike, it's nice to do it once, so you don't need to go there again. It's not an attraction that you go many times. One thing that you would have to take note of is accessibility, because Alpaca World is not accessible for old people or very small kids because there are slopes and there are steep hills everywhere. You will have to do a lot of walking, and I don't recommend it for, even though it's like a kid's place, but any super young child would have trouble climbing all that stairs and everything. You'll be carrying your children mostly, and forget about wheelchairs. You won't be able to push a wheelchair up that slope. Just forget about it. That's my feedback on Alpaca World. It was fun. There were many animals that we could interact with. It's not only alpacas. So overall, I guess it was fun. It made me change my mindset of alpacas because it spat on me, so I really hate alpacas now. Directly spit at me. It spat at someone that was antagonizing it, but it splashed on me, and that was enough. I hate to think about the person that actually got it full to the face, but I got the and that was enough. It stank. I hated it. But aside from that, all the other animals were nice. Next, we talk about lunch. So they brought us to a Dak Kalbi restaurant, which is the Tepan, the hot plate chicken stir fry restaurant. They brought us there to eat. It is a very, very touristy place. It was just full of tourists. I think all the tour operators and tour groups just booked that place to go there so that everybody can just eat. Food was okay, very average, not fantastic, not the best thing I've ever eaten, not the worst thing I've ever eaten in Korea. So it was good for a free meal or meal that was included in the package. Followed by the rail bike. For normal sized people, rail bike can be fun. Rail bike is exciting. Okay, y'all will pedal it like a bicycle. For the fun sized people, vertically challenged people like me, it became a spin class. How, baby? How, baby? I'm short.
I pedal.
Passenger princess. He pedal. I short. Because I can't reach the pedals properly. So to actually push on the pedals, I had to like alternate each side, and it took a lot more strength. It was like a spin class. So again, small children at the back, they won't be able to pedal. If I can't pedal, they can't pedal. Next, be like prepared for at least half an hour to 45 minutes of cycling. Not everything is downhill. You have one period of downhill, and then after that you have to pedal. And I would say that, I mean, because they put such a big group of us at one shot, there are parts of the cycle where it was like really slow, and I was getting really bored. And I cannot imagine doing this in summer. It would be unbearable. It was cooling, it was nice for us, but I don't recommend doing it for summer. It will be hot as hell. Next thing was the romance train, where after the rail bikes, they kind of take you to the end point where your driver will then pick you up. So the romance train was alright. It was like 10-15 minutes. It was going very slowly. Wish it went a bit faster. You see very nice, beautiful scenery, but that's about it. So do you have to go for this multiple times? I don't think so. I think one time is enough. After which, we then really made it to Nami Island, and it was really supposed to be the point of this whole day to go to Nami Island. I was actually really sad that we only had an hour there. It was definitely not enough. I wanted to see so many other things over there. I only saw that Nami Island sign, took the customary photographs, and that's about it. We couldn't do much. We roasted marshmallows. That was the highlight of the entire day. I would say with the rail bike, with the alpacas, roasting marshmallows in the cold over an open flame, that was the highlight of the entire day. It's a highlight, but I wish we had more time there. And the next time Papa and I go to Seoul together, we'll definitely spend at least a night at Nami Island. Because you can go glamping there, so we'll probably want to spend the night over there, explore the island in its entirety. So there we have it. That's all my thoughts about this package. Next thing, let's talk about the cost of this package. It is not cheap. It is really not cheap. Let me find the one that I got. The whole package cost $283.95, meaning all the entry fees, everything, including meals for two, transport. Is it value for money? Yes, I would say pretty value for money. But If you're just looking to go to Nami Island, I would say that don't buy this package. Find a way to get there yourself. And there are many ways to get to Nami Island. You can book an Uber from wherever you are all the way to the ferry terminal and then you take a ferry over, or for the adventurous, you can actually zip line all the way over. But yeah, if you're really wanting to go to Nami Island, don't bother with all these packages. That's all my thoughts on this experience, and I hope that this was useful for you in planning your trip. 3 things that were not so good. Driver was late, the whole thing felt a bit disorganized, and the package wording did not explicitly say that everything will happen on Nami Island. So yeah, be careful when reading the packages. 3 things that went right: we got the roast marshmallows, we saw many animals, and then we did see a lot of amazing scenery. That's all my thoughts for this time. Thank you all so much for watching up to this point. I hope you enjoyed the video. If this was useful for you or if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you like content like this, do consider subscribing to the channel. If you want more travel tips, you can follow me on IG at Pawneko Travels. And if lemonade is your thing, you can also follow me on Lemonade or TikTok. Thank you all so much for watching again, and I'll see you again. Bye bye!